Hello everyone and welcome to my craft room. We will be doing a craft room tour today. If you are new here, my name is Kristen and I love to craft. So we can just go over what is on top, and this is my Cricut Air Explorer 2 in the mint color. I do have a few stickers on here that I made. There is a tutorial on my YouTube channel. This right here is perfect for whenever you are weeding out your projects. You can put the vinyl in here, especially those small little dots that you are weeding out. This is perfect, and I believe that my mom got it from Hobby Lobby, but they do sell them at many different craft stores. In my Cricut Air Explorer 2, I did decorate it. I kind of want to take maybe a couple of these off and move them down here. But in here I have some Cricut tools. So we have our weeding tool. I do have a pen in here. And it looks like there is a cover for one of the blades. And I should probably put it in this bag, but we have extra blades in here. We have our scraper tool, and in here, I don't think there's anything in here. Nope. And so that is what I have in my Cricut Air Explorer 2. I also have the Cricut heat press, and I also have a heat press mat, and I have a regular iron for whenever I need to like wet the fabric, and in case it has any creases in it, that iron gets the crease right out. I love to do embroidery, and so I have tons of fabric here. I will do a close-up that way that you all can see some patterns that I have. So these are my most used fabrics, and let's go through the bins. In the first bin we have fabric scraps, and this one is super full. You cannot fit another piece of fabric in there, and so that is why currently I am shopping my craft room. But we made these bin labels on our last video. I got these from the Dollar Tree, and then we designed the label on there. I would put the basket tag on the handle, but whenever it's on there it hangs down. So I like it straight and flush on the box. The next bin that we have is for embroidery. And it looks like a mess right now, but I promise it's really not. We have some Heat and Bond light stabilizer. We have cords for the embroidery machine and the sewing machine. We have a bunch of hoops here. These plastic things help align your embroidery design. We have a bag here full of the embroidery and sewing needles. We also have some bobbins and a couple presser foots in there. We have some Tear Easy. So this is also another tearaway stabilizer. There's a bunch of stabilizer on the very bottom, but we just will not get into that. We will definitely make a dedicated embroidery video very, very soon. Next up, we have stamps and card accessories. This bin is super full with anything that you could ever imagine on card making. So we have a few card panels here. These are A2 size. I have the top layer and also the card panel. And then we have some inks here, and I got these from Amazon, and I think my mom also bought me a pack on Amazon. We have some Tim Holtz Distress ink. I have a blank tray because I do plan on ordering some Simon Says ink pads, and so these will go perfect on there. And then I have a full ink set here. This is really what I pull whenever I'm making a card and want to do some ink blending. This is all of my stamps and die sets. They are in a very large Ziploc bag. I've purchased some of these. Some of these were given to me by my mom, and so she was very gracious to also let me borrow a few of hers as well. I think our favorite brand right now is Simon Says stamps. Another one is also Lawn Fawn. I bought a few brand new packs on eBay for pretty cheap. It was probably like an estate sale, just based off of how they were priced. They were very, very cheap. And I wish that I could show you guys everything, but we would be here for a few hours. The next thing that we have in here are a few more ink pads, and we also have the embossing pad and ink. This is perfect if you are getting into embossing. It comes with a little refill, and this came from Michael's. It is by the Recollections brand, and I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I believe it was about $10. Okay, so next up we have some card bases that are already made from Hobby Lobby. These are perfect for when your child comes home and says, hey, it's my teacher's birthday tomorrow and we need a card. Well, Mom does not have time to make a detailed card, so we just grab one of these, put a few stickers on it, write a sweet little note in there, put it in a envelope, and it's off with the child. So these are perfect for you know, things like that just kind of pop up. We also have a bunch of cards in here that are also ready to go, which that is my goal for this year, is just to continue making cards, make a few extras whenever I do make them, because at the end of the year, my mom does like to sign up for Christmas for seniors, and last year we donated a bunch of cards that way that the seniors can send them to their family members or friends. Just because, you know, whenever they're in the nursing home, they don't really have access to things like that. And so this is just one way that we can, you know, put out a little bit of cheer. So these are great to have on hand. And it looks like we also have another one. So we have 3 of those that I made. I have a whole bag in here. Let's see, what else do we have? Some more ink pads. These ink pads are perfect for when the boys want to do ink blending. Those are for them. We also have a navy blue one. We have my stamping folder. Okay, let's look and see what is in the Hobby Lobby bag. Okay, so here's the Hobby Lobby bag. We have a glue pen. These are perfect for adding your gems onto your cards. We have a few more cards that I've made. We have some embossing folders. These are from Joann's, and these are perfect in my Sizzix Big Shot. So if you want to go ahead and stock up on the Joann's brand embossing folders while they are still in business, these are perfect. We have some more stamp die sets and embossing folders. This is called acetate, and it goes great in shaker cards. I have a huge pack of it. Blending brushes. I have used these quite a few times. These did come from Amazon, and they are awesome. I highly, highly, highly recommend them. They will be linked down in the description box below. These embossing powders go great with a heat tool, and that will also be linked down below. We have black, we have pink, gold, white, red, green, and another gold. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to use the embossing powder, I can definitely make one. Just let me know in the comments down below. It looks like we also have some more stamping folders, and this is another stamp set. This is a kit that I bought, and I really want to use it this year. I do have another card I'm about to mail out, so I might go ahead and test this out. It is like a wax seal that you could put on the back of your cards, and it has some really cool seals on it. So I think that we might test out that bow right there. That's all for the Hobby Lobby bag. Okay, up next we have our felt and faux leather. Let's take a look and see what's in here. So we have some adhesive foam, and this is great to use on your Cricut. I have some felt sheets in here. Let's see what else. I did use a good bit of these for Valentine's Day. These were awesome. I did get them from Hobby Lobby. And I do like to make a bunch of pennant flags. That way that it's just a small little decoration for the boys whenever it's a holiday like Christmas or Valentine's Day. I got this felt from Michael's, and I'm going to be using it to create sort of a felt scene for Easter for my youngest. We have some adhesive foam, and this was a video that I did for Christmas, and we made peppermint lollipops. That was a really fun video. This has letters in it, and it is a wood burn tool, and so if you have a charcuterie board and want to put someone's last name or initials or anything like that, this set is perfect for something like that. I got this pack of faux leather from Amazon, and this is butter soft. I was really impressed with the quality. It is perfect for making keychains and things like that. I have this tool. It's perfect for wood engraving by hand. It has a little tip on it. And then down in here we have some more faux leather. I got this on clearance at Hobby Lobby for $1.74. And there are several different patterns in here. These are also great for keychain making. So that's all that was in there. Alright, I'm sorry about the glare. It'll be gone in just a second whenever I get closer. But I wanted to go over this section of my craft room. So we have my Brother PE 800 embroidery machine, my Brother sewing machine, paper packs, and then we have needlepoint, jewels and beads, tape glue and scissors, and finished projects. So let's get closer and let's go through the bins. So we have a bunch of cardstock packs. I do get most of these from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. For instance, like this one is perfect for like fall colors and Thanksgiving colors. This is more spring and maybe even summer, but those are a bunch of different cardstock packs. We have regular printer paper, sticker paper, sublimation paper, magnetic paper, just a bunch of paper that that's just kind of the catch-all for it. Okay, I just had to stop the camera and go pick up my boys from school, and so let's go ahead and just look at a few of these paper pads. I'm not sure if we're going to go through all of them, but let's go ahead and get started. I don't know where this one's from. It doesn't have a cover on it, but I'm pretty sure it's been used a lot because a lot of the papers are missing from it. This one is called Coastal, and I got it from my mom. We use this one a lot, and I used it in one of my videos last year. But I'm so excited for summer coming up very, very soon, and I cannot wait to use this one. Hobby Lobby had a huge sale a few months ago, and I stocked up on a bunch of paper pads. They were all like $2, some were even $1. And so this is one that I got. It is the winter edition, and this is not cardstock, it's just regular paper. It has the poinsettias in it and some snowflakes, that kind of stuff. This one is by Park Lane and the Floral Wanders, and this one came from Joann's. I have used this one a lot, and looks like, oh my goodness, looks like my son may have colored in this one, which is hilarious. Oh my goodness. But this is a good paper pad. This one right here is from Hobby Lobby as well, and it is floral on hot pink, and there's a lot of hot pink in this one. And then we have this one. I have not opened up this one yet, but it is called Textile Floral. And if you look at it, it has so many different blue ones in here, different shades of blue. And I love this one. I don't know why I have not used it yet. Next up is the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. That one's really pretty too. We have another Hobby Lobby clearance. This one was Evergreen Cottage, and this is more of a Christmas pattern. Actually, it is all Christmas and winter patterns, but it has a lot of foil in it too. This one was a really good one for Christmas. Next up, we have another Park Lane greenhouse, and this one is greenhouse. This one has the foil beads in there, and a lot of different plants. That one's really cool. And then here's another one, Evergreen Greetings. This is some oranges with Christmas, and it sounds really strange, but it is so beautiful. It's almost like a southern kind of Christmas. Like that one's really pretty. And then we have this one. My mom gave me this one. It's called Pressed Petals and Photo Real. It is really cool. This one, it looks exactly like a real picture. Like, let's look at, where is it? Oh, the tree. That looks so real. So that one's a cool one. We have another one. This one does not have a cover on it, but it has so many papers in here. Perfect for scrapbooking whenever I get started on that. We have Christmas Plaid. We have another Pressed Petals. Another Christmas Plaid. Vivid Floral, Sun Bleached Floral. I think that I have another one of these. This is called All Seasons, and it's literally every season that you would ever need to scrapbook. We have Fall Plaid, and this one has a lot of foil on it. The Basics, which is pretty much the basics that you need for scrapbooking. Wild Heart. I'm pretty sure that this one came from a store called Pop Shelf. It's kind of like a upscale Dollar General. And then this one I got from Michael's, and it's called Sweet Harvest. And it is pink / fall all put together. So it's really, really pretty. Alright, and that is all of the paper pads for this one. So let's go ahead and put those back up. And down here we have tape, glue, and scissors. And this is literally just all tape, glue, scissors. I have a whole entire bag full of scissors and a whole entire bag full of tape and glue, and so it just all stays in here, that way that I know exactly where it is. Over here we have more paper pads. These are more on the smaller end. Most of these have actually came from Michael's, and this was a really pretty one. It is all of the pinks. Actually, this one came from Joann's, but it's the brights, and they are so pretty. And my mom gave me this. It's called Project Life, and it has some scrapbooking stuff in there. But yeah, there are a bunch of cool paper pads in here. Ooh, this one's nice. This one is by Honeybee Stamps, and it has a bunch of different fall prints in here. And they are double-sided. And that's pretty much it for this one. And down here we have jewels and beads. So I'll just pull a couple of these out. I got this on clearance from Hobby Lobby, and I think it was like 20 cents or something. I don't know, it was something like super duper cheap. But next year I can design my own Valentine's Day bracelets and stuff. I have a few of these organizers, and they are full of beads. This right here has beads and gems in it. More beads. I got this from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I'm always needing string for my beads. Some beads in here. Letter beads. More stretch cord. Some more containers of beads. More containers of beads. I have beads in bags. So as you can tell, there's a lot of beads in here. And that's all for that one. This bin is empty because whenever I get ready for a video, I like to put stuff in there, but currently it's empty. Down here is where we have all of our needlepoint things in. So let's see what's in there. Okay, so we have our Needlepoint project bag. I got these from Target, and these are very handy to put like current projects in that I'm working on. I just got done filming a video for this, and so that is why they are currently empty. I like to store all of my thread by color coded, and let's see. It's pretty much organized right now. I have been doing a lot of needlepoint lately, and so some of them might be out of order. And there's a pair of scissors in here. And then we have more thread, and then here's some more. I think it's actually called embroidery floss, but I just call it thread because it's just easier to remember, I guess. But again, color coded. And here's a project that I'm currently working on. It's a banana, and it's going to say bananagrams on it. All right, and here's a bunch that I have not organized just yet. This is a project bag that has thread that I'm currently working on for a project. Some other needlepoint accessories. Okay, it actually does say on here embroidery floss, and so this one is more of the metallics. Here is the cross stitch fabric that I use, or needlepoint fabric. I do use the 16 count. Here is a LaCroix that I stitched out. I think that it is so stinking cute. I can't wait to finish this one up. This is called a lap frame, and it stretches out your canvas that way that it's not just, you know, hanging like this. It's actually stretched out, and it's easier to stitch. So I was stitching this, and then I messed up, so I ended up doing this one. This one is completely stitched, but I need to go ahead and finish it up by cutting it out and all that. I do use painter's tape to tape up the edges of the canvas. And then I just have a couple little projects that I guess I started this one and didn't finish it. We have a Bigfoot. We have another hoop. We have a little duck or a goose, Alabama, Nantucket, and that is pretty much all that is in here besides some other canvas ones in here. Okay, so that is all that is in there. Okay, so now that we are done looking at all of these bins, let's go ahead and move to this side of my craft room. We can start over here at my computer area. I have my microphone where I like to do voiceovers for some of my videos. Up here we have my Sizzix Big Shot, and this is where we put the embossing folders in here and we turn the wheel and it creates a cool pattern on a paper. We have my paper trimmer. I have an organizer full of markers, and here's a close-up of those. And here, this is supposed to be a cord organizer, and my mom gave it to me, but I actually use it for holding flash drives and some cords for my camera. Here I have, of course, my mouse, keyboard. I do like to game a little bit, so I have my Xbox controller charging, but I do play through my PC. Headset down there, bunch of cords. We will not look at that. Over here is where I do my sublimation. So I have a Epson sublimation printer, and I did convert it. And then we have a mug press, and then let's back up a little bit. So I have a sewing basket here. I actually purchased that at a yard sale over the weekend, and it was only $1. And so I got that sewing basket. This right here is supposed to be hanging up right here, and I thought I was going to do it long ways, but it just didn't look right, and so I took it back down, so we have to hang that up again. And here are some of my embroidery thread spools. I have a ton more in a tote, but I will give you guys just a close-up of the colors. They were color-coded until we decided to take it down, and then some started falling off. And so they are not in color order right now, but hopefully we will get that put back up very soon. And then over here, I have my regular printer, and in all of these bins, I did post a little short on YouTube, and I explained exactly how I made this with my paper pack, and that was such a cool video. So let's open up some of these bins in here. Up first, we have ribbon. I love ribbon so much. It's just a little extra touch that you can add to a gift. And so I have a bunch of different ribbon in here. And then down here we have more ribbon. And I'll try to go slow that way that you all could see some of it close up. And these two packs right here are cording, and this is how I make my pillows. Let's go ahead and close this bin up. Next up we have paint. And I store my Cricut pens, and I actually have to change this over because it was markers, but then I ended up putting my markers up here. So now I need to change this to gel pens. So let's just move these two out of the way. And I have all of my paint in there. And then in here are some foam paintbrushes, and then a bunch of paintbrushes in here too. And then my son likes to do the little sponge painting, and so these are perfect for him. But that's all that's in here. Next up is glitter. And I have a bunch of card making embellishments and gems in here as well. These are my favorite to use for card making. We have a bunch of gems in here. And then I've organized a couple of them over here. That's all that's in there. We have another one full of glitter and gems. This one is a lot more full because we have some of the smaller containers. I got a bunch of these off of Amazon in a huge pack. And then I got these from the Dollar Tree. These are great to use in shaker cards. And that's all that's in there. And then the last one is Cricut vinyl. This one is slam full of Cricut vinyl. I won't be opening all of it, but you get the point. And then over here is where I keep all of my Cricut mats. And that is the whole entire craft room tour. And so I hope that you all enjoyed today's video just as much as I did. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!